disaster here in the camper.
Yeah, it bad.
So Tara was doing some baking soda cleaning to clean this carpet and noticed where I thought it was just they had kind of plugged up some insulation. Baking soda is getting wet, so there must be some sort of leak back here. And now that I'm looking closer, it does look like there's a little bit of water damage. So this is pretty bad news. That's the one thing I really wanted to avoid when I bought this, was any sort of water damage or any major repairs to the frame. What we're gonna do now is take off all of the plumbing and the wiring here, which we needed to do anyways to put in the cabinets, and strip back a little bit of this wall and see what's going on. Let's see how bad it is.
Oh, we got a quarter. Well, heck yeah, that will pay for this. Oh, it is just that corner. That's good.
We have stripped back most of the wallpaper, which was glued on there really good. Some of it took a heat gun to get off. But it looks like most of the water damage is confined to from this point down to here, and then I'm sure it just kind of spilled out and puddled there. What you're seeing here is the remnants of the carpet, so it looks like it actually stops right about here, luckily. Right beside the jack stand, some of the caulking is separating, so that could be a source where the water's getting in. I also noticed on the siding here there's some caulking that needs to be redone, and there's this weird repair here where they just kind of shoved some caulking in where the vinyl trim goes. So we're gonna look into all of that as well. You can see we already have the jack leg off, and we've got it supported underneath there so it won't fall on us. We need to peel back these panels so we can take a look at the underlying wood and see what we need to fix.
Alright. We wanted to give y'all an up close and personal exploration of this space. Yucko. Well, Joe?
Okay, we're working by lantern light here. It's getting a little dark and stormy. You can see we've used the roto zip with a vertical bit to cut out this little square of plywood here to be replaced. We've already taken out this little cross beam here. So now we just have this one and these two vertical ones to replace, and things are looking up. Not quite as crazy as it seemed at first, although taking a look at how these things are built, they are not built very well. Well, hopefully you can hear that thunderstorms are moving in, so we're calling it a night. But I feel like we did make some pretty good progress on replacing that part of the frame today. Fun fact, most people think centipedes have 100 legs, but really they have somewhere between 30 to 354 legs, depending on how large and what species they are. Less fun fact, according to YouTube, 78% of the people that watch my videos are not subscribed. So why not buck the trend and subscribe below? Back to the project.
What do you think we had?
So we've made progress this morning. We cut out the two vertical pieces of wood here. This one went up a little further than we thought to the next stud, so we had to cut that piece out. We've got the horizontal pieces out. Now we just need to start cutting some fresh wood for it. Two vertical pieces in the corner, two horizontal pieces across here, and we're gonna have to recut this little plywood square. I have to give a shout out to my little Leatherman MultiTool. It has been incredible on this build so far. The tiny saw was perfect for getting in those really small nooks to get the boards out, and the pliers were awesome for pulling staples. I've had this thing forever, but just now it's really starting to come in handy. Thanks, Leatherman. Not sponsored, but you could. Give me the money. Well, it just so happens I actually bought some of this 1x2 by I think it's 6 feet long to put up the cabinets in the camper, but it's the exact dimensions of the internal supports that they put in the camper that I'm going to be replacing. This is what the inside view looks like once all the bad wood has been cut out. And this new piece will go right down in here. That is looking pretty perfect. Oh, one thing that's important is labeling all of these pieces so they go in the right places.
What are you doing?
Oh, we're just getting ready. Liquid nail time. Well, Dad helped make these little aluminum straps. And we're going to use these screwed in between the wood parts we're replacing to reinforce them. Doing a little patch job here.
Patch Adams.
Aluminum on aluminum with some liquid nail. You can see here the progress we made on the corner. We kind of just did it in a frenzy and didn't get a lot of good film. Screwed all the pieces together. Did some little reinforcement aluminum strips thanks to Dad's idea. All this gray stuff is liquid nail. We applied that pretty liberally so it's everywhere. This is what it looks like from the inside. So this bracket's new and this is reinforced. Again with a little aluminum piece and screws. These two need to be rejoined with some liquid nail and screws. But beyond that, it's looking like it's gonna work pretty well and ultimately probably be stronger than it was. Only thing left to do now is get this piece of plywood and cut it out and reapply that, and that'll really square things up and reinforce them. Then we will re-insulate, put some boards on here, reapply the protective aluminum shield on the corner on the outside, put the sheeting back over it, and then put on the jack stand and the trim. You could video this and just describe what we've done if you want.
Oh, could I?
Oh. I'm screwing over here. Screwing around. What are you screwing around in the camper for? We went ahead and screwed the aluminum into this one. Not bad. Got liquid nail holding everything together, along with screws and some staples. We're cutting off a piece of this cheap gutter so we can use it to reinforce the corner and protect it. All right, Tara has been out back.
Steakhouse.
Outback Steakhouse. She's been cutting some insulation to fill in these gaps where we had to take out the old fiberglass insulation. So far so good. It looks like they're fitting in like a puzzle piece. Ooh. Oddly satisfying.
What are y'all doing?
We're putting the butyl sealant underneath the siding.
Butyl tape is this waterproofing material that's very flexible, and it stays flexible throughout its whole life, so it doesn't harden like most caulks do. Well, we have officially cut our pieces to fill this corner in. We're going to fill in these gaps with either wood putty or something to clean it up a bit, and then sand it. This corner is officially done now. Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Truck Camping ASMR. It's not relaxing.